The numbers are on the rise in some parts of the GTA as police continue to tackle impaired driving on our streets, from shocking videos and arrests that paint a disturbing picture of the dangers on our roads.
Yeah, there's a guy in a vehicle who's drunk out of his mind.
Where?
A disturbing 911 call comes into York Regional Police when a Good Samaritan starts to follow a vehicle.
What's the license plate?
Hit a car. You almost hit a car.
Police say the 37-year-old male's blood alcohol level was well over the legal limit, and he was charged for impaired driving, for stealing a vehicle, and for assaulting a police officer and a firefighter.
Police.
Hi, I would like to report a possible impaired driver.
Then on Christmas Eve, things turned scary on the 401 when Tom Mulhouse was driving home from work in the evening and had to call 911 when he says he noticed a vehicle driving erratically, captured on his dash cam.
I noticed this vehicle swerving in and out and followed him for a little bit of a while. We got on the 401 and I realized that the person seemed to be impaired.
Mulhouse, who says his brother was rear-ended by a drunk driver years ago, says it took this driver more than 2 minutes to pull over for the OPP. CityNews was not able to confirm the call today.
If everybody does their part, people will less likely to drink and drive or smoke and drive, whatever is there. I mean, right now, I've heard that the numbers are up.
Sadly, he's not wrong. As of December 23rd, Toronto police have laid over 1,100 impaired driving-related charges. And on Christmas Day alone, they received 45 related calls.
It is alarming, and it's very frustrating at the same point as law enforcement. I don't know how many times we have said, as well as the media has, don't drink and drive, but unfortunately people still do.
Multiple calls to Toronto police early this morning for an erratic driver. When stopped by an officer, she blew twice over the legal limit, and police found her 6-year-old son sleeping in the back seat of the car. Thankfully, there were no injuries in this case, but tragic endings in other incidents, including one in Scarborough recently, which resulted in the death of 2 teens.
It's always tragic to hear of a loss of life with regards to impaired driving or even an injury. Because, again, it is preventable.
In York Region, police say they have laid more than 1,700 impaired-related driving charges this year, a 5% increase over last year. Over in Peel Region, 90 drivers were charged for impaired-related offenses last year during the Holiday Ride program, which runs from mid-November to mid-January. The numbers aren't looking good this time around.
We've had approximately 85 drivers that have been charged for various impaired-related offenses. So again, that's a troubling trend, and unfortunately, I'm confident in saying that that number is going to rise by the time our festive ride program is completed.
From police across the GTA, a simple plea to the public.
Please don't drink and drive. It's just that simple.
And a reminder that one bad decision has a lifelong impact.
It causes so much heartache and grief for many families and individuals that we really need the public's help in preventing this number from rising.
The OPP says so far this year they've laid over 1,300 impaired driving charges in the GTA. Now, the goal for all police forces is to take that number down to 0. As New Year's Eve approaches, a reminder that if you're driving, there are many other ways to get home. Taxis, ride sharing, and both the TTC and Go Transit will be offering free rides for the nights.